Hey everyone, I'm Army Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the Monster Legends video. And oh my gosh, I love this game so much, but I also hate the amount of stuff that goes on in this game, especially at a given point in time. So let's take a look at everything that's coming up in Monster Legends, and everything that's going on in Monster Legends. Okay, I just want to make one thing clear. I am super tired of Monster Legends, but I still love the game, and I have no intentions of ever quitting the game, at least as of right now. So let's get into it. Get ready, Titans are coming. What does this mean? For many years, Titans have been banished from Monster Legends, but tired of their exclusion, they are coming back. Make sure you and your team are ready to face them in a brand new type of event. And so this is that Boss Titan event island that they have been hinting at for a long time. If you click watch video, it'll send you to their YouTube and you can watch 3 different videos on the Boss Titan. And oh my gosh, we just literally finished a race a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and there's already another race essentially, but this time with the new Boss Titan island. Oh my gosh, it's too early. It's way too early. That last event, the premiere race, that was too early. This is too early. So if you haven't watched the videos, make sure to check them out. They're fun to watch. Let's see what else is going on. Nemesis Dungeon's coming soon. So at the same time we're having to deal with the Boss Titan, there's going to be these insane Nemesis Dungeons that we have to try to beat. What fun. And then VIP Breeding event, this is going on right now. What else is going on right now? The Yamada event. Actually, the Yamada event is actually going to start. Oh my gosh, what if? Maybe, okay, this is what I'm hoping for. I could be totally wrong. I am hoping that a race isn't next, and instead they give us like a day or two to do the Yamada events. Because can you imagine having the Yamada events, the Nemesis Dungeons, and then a Titan? Like, that's so much. So hopefully, again, I don't know, as of the time recording this video, everyone thinks a race is coming immediately after the current progressive island ends. I'm hoping that's not the case. Like, we've been hinted at a maze for a long time with the Inheritor and Legion, so hopefully they do that before they do the race and they're just giving you like a heads up. But if not, the race is starting in like 2 days and we all have to endure another race, so that's something. So yeah, we have the Yamada events coming up. Firelight Epic Team Wars, this is just Team Wars, not too bad. Speed Up Happy Hour, this was pretty nice. And so let's see, right now we have the Dark Forest Island, and I've been telling everyone that I was taking it easy on this one, and this is what taking it easy gives you. I was able to get all of these Alpha Clivia cells, a Mega Ostium, a T-Shire, a Sludger. They're still giving Sludgers away. So that was pretty nice for not trying. I have a friend that only spent like 25 gems and he's on Ophiuchus. And so that's really awesome when you really think about it. Again, that friend has spent 25 gems and he got 1 rare, 1 epic, 2 legendary monsters that, if anything, even if you don't think they're good, you could always just have them for gold production. And he got 20, 15, that's 35, 45 cells for a new legendary monster that hasn't really been released unless you get him at the very end. That's quite cool, and he's probably even going to get Ophiuchus, which is an amazing epic monster. So all of that for 25 gems, if you really try during progressive islands and you have a couple of gems to spend, you can walk away with some really great earnings. But as for me, someone who didn't try and just kind of played with the flow of the game, I did pretty well for myself, I think. And especially because they gave you an item boost, that always helps. And a quick thing for everyone watching, during an item boost, you don't get double the items. Well, you do, but essentially you get that because the collection time for each item is cut in half. So instead of having to log in every 8 hours for progressive islands, you log in every 4 hours, and that's when you collect your max pull. Or for example, this fights. If you do a fight, you normally have to wait 2 hours before you can fight again. During the item boost, you only have to wait 1 hour, so just keep that in mind for future progressive islands going on. Anyhow, as I was saying, a lot of people think that as soon as the Dark Forest Island ends, there's going to be the new race. And I think that myself, but I'm also hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping they do something else. Please let it be something else. Give us a 1-day break and then the Yamada event. Give us the maze. Please don't give us another race. I am not ready. I am mentally not ready for another race. That last race with the Gurses, that was so exhausting. For those of you that saw the live stream, basically me and my team stayed up the last like 7 hours of the race. We were up for like 5 hours straight, getting in the last 9 laps needed to get the rank 5 Gurses. It was insane. It was difficult. Oh my gosh, I am not ready. Physically, mentally not ready. Let's see what else we have. We have a special pack going on. 25 gems. This deal is definitely not worth it. Don't even consider purchasing this deal. We have monsters. Yeah, make your own pack events. Tulikahoo, Passion, and Ralbog, and Shelinar. And it goes without saying, get Shelinar. She's incredible. She's always been incredible. She will always be incredible. For light, we have Incognita, Obsidian, Bright, and Lux. Personally, I love Incognita. I've always loved Incognita. She's an amazing support monster. And I'm actually just going to say already, 549 gems for whatever monsters you can get For epics, it would have to be Pandolfo or probably Volray. This would probably be your best pack. But I would also say don't purchase anything because we have amazing breeding events coming up that you might definitely want to try for. Like for those of you that haven't seen that video, you can breed Kihaku, you can breed Cloud, you can breed the Undertaker, and also Remiel. But mostly Kihaku, you can breed a Kihaku, or you have a chance to breed Kihaku. And if you're gonna spend 549 gems and get these 3 monsters, and I should probably say disclaimer, do this at your own risk. I would rather you spend those gems trying to get Kihaku because Kihaku is that amazing of a monster. Now the problem with the breeding events is that you may not get the monster, and then you'll feel really sad and salty that you spent all those gems and got nothing except a bunch of epic monsters. But I would highly urge everyone is to maybe set aside 100 gems and just use those gems specifically for the Kihaku breeding events. It's actually a breeding event for a lot of monsters, St. Valentine's breeding events, but I think I'm just going to refer to it as the Kihaku breeding events because I can't believe they're actually making that monster breedable. But anyhow, if you do want to get any monsters, these would be my recommendations. Shelnar for fire, Incognita for light, and a Volray for epic. And let's see what else we have going on. You can get Sylvanus, I don't think that's worth. Monster Device, I don't think that's worth. You can also get Leviana, so a lot of the previous premier monsters, I don't think that's worth. Like I said, VIP breeding events is going on. Firena, Galante, Monkey. And since this is the last breeding event we know about, I wouldn't recommend any of these. Wait, what the heck? Did I just see Galante? Galante isn't in this breeding event. Well, technically you can use Galante to breed Lamu, who is in the breeding events. But there are no Joker breeding combinations. But you could consider picking up Galante actually, just to breed Lamu. And just Galante is an overall good legendary monster. And as for epics, so some of the monsters required to breed some of those breedable monsters. For example, Esthero is used to breed Arknight, Cthulhu is used to breed Nabotis, Hyperion is used to breed Worker Hulk, Goldraw is used to breed Ultrabot, and you can't obtain these monsters any other way. So you could potentially do that if you want those monsters, but as of right now, we don't know any information of a future VIP breeding events. So please don't ask me if there's going to be future ones, because I have no idea. At the end of the day, I am just a player like all of you guys. Anyhow, we have the Gold Fever going on. If you get a certain amount of gold, you can get your Love Scroll, and you need to collect 5 Love Scrolls to get the Yamada events. And what else do we have? I think that's it as far as that. But yeah, like I said, I am so overwhelmed by everything going on. As for this VIP breeding event, I was actually able to get Nox on my second try, or actually more like the first try. The first VIP breeding combination I tried was for Volgarth the Pure, and that was a miss. And then I'm like, well, you know what? I also want Nox, so let me try to get Nox, and I got him. So that's cool, and I'm still trying to get another Nox just for fun, and I'm trying to get Volgarth the Pure. I really want Volgarth the Pure just because that'll make Nemesis dungeons so much more easier, but unfortunately I only have one Draza, so I can't go for another Volgarth the Pure, and that's why I'm going for Nox. And actually, now that I think of it, I should probably go for Hyroim or Uthor just so I can get more of the VIP monsters, because actually, thanks to VIP breeding events, so when Scar first came out, I bought him, but thanks to the VIP breeding events, I actually got Hydrock on the first breeding event, and I got Xyla and Kai the Eradicator, my favorite of all the VIP monsters, on the second breeding event. And for this third breeding event, I got Nox. And so I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I should go for a different VIP instead of a second Nox. So as soon as I can, I'm going to try a different breeding combination. As for epic monsters or rare monsters, I've also gotten Ignatius, Eggnog, Freedom Feather, Rosanna. Those are all new ones. Rosanna, Freedom Fighter. See, Thunder Eagle, Firestar. So like I've said, I got Rosanna, then I got Nox. Different breeding combinations. And then since then, Rosanna, Freedom Feather, Eggnog, Ignatius. I haven't spent that many gems. The way I approach every single breeding event is that I limit myself to how many gems I'm willing to spend. So as you can see, these two combinations are already ready, but I don't want to spend gems to speed up because that costs a lot of gems. So I'm probably going to wait a few more hours right before I go to sleep. I'll probably speed up Nox, and I'll speed up another of these epic monsters. I'll hatch these two monsters, whatever they may be, and then I'll start breeding another Volgar, and I'll go for another VIP monster. I'll go to sleep, I'll wake up, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to spend a ton of gems in this event and then not get anything. Gems are so valuable to me, I only have 124 more. And in my personal opinion, I think that's how everyone should approach VIP breeding events. If you don't get anything, well then you can't really get mad at Social Point because, first of all, this event doesn't even need to exist. The fact that it exists is great for us because now we have a chance to get the monsters. But just because we have a chance and go for it and fail, that's on us. We had our choice. I made a separate video about this with me ranting about people and their own personal choice. It's your choice to decide whether or not you want to spend gems on breeding events. And just know that one of the many possibilities is that you don't get the monster you want. So just keep that in mind. Don't blame someone else for not getting the monster on something that's based on a random number generator. And sure, you can say the breeding chances are so low, that's unfair, blah blah blah. I don't think that's unfair because again, at the end of the day, the event doesn't even need to exist. Like for example, I got my Nox on the second try, So like I didn't even have to spend any gems and I would have gotten him. So some people will just get lucky, some people won't get lucky. If you're one of those people that thinks the more I spend, the luckier I'll be, not really. You might just be spending gems and still be unlucky and walk away with nothing except no gems in your pocket. So just keep that in mind. Also, I am preparing for the Kihaku breeding events. I have 2 MC boss right there at level 1. Eventually I'll level them up to level 4 so I can start breeding them with Chill Bill. I need to hatch 1 more Chill Bill, but unfortunately my hatcheries are all full. So I need to start hatching the Chill Bill so I can have 2 of them. And I'm definitely going to be going for Kihaku. I also kind of want to go for Cloud, kind of want to go for Undertaker, but no, I think I'm just going to focus purely on Kihaku. So be sure to prepare for that. In the midst of preparing for your dungeons, for the Yamada events, in the midst of everything, don't forget about the breeding events. And I already completed the monster dungeon, which by the way, you get a Griffix, who's one of the monsters that's going to be used in the breeding event. So if you don't have Griffix, you can get them there. I'm in the middle of completing the Dungeon of Books. Gold Dungeon I also finished, so that's good for me. And we're just going to end off by talking about the new PvP. As you can see, I haven't battled yet, but let's take a look at the rewards because I did see some people complaining. So let's see if it was worth complaining or not. So let's go to leagues. And the first thing we see, well, let's just go down to Legendary 4, which is where I imagine most people are. Yeah, most people that watch my videos, I think, are on Legendary 4, 3, below. And then there's a few people that watch my videos that are on Legendary 2 and above. But Legendary 4, the reward decreased. Instead of getting a gold relic, you'll now get 1 silver relic. Wow, well, you do get Elementium. However, you only get 10 Elementium. And honestly, I don't think 10 Elementium is really that worth it. Compared to getting 2 gold relics and a silver relic, 10 Elementium doesn't cover that. So I would say the Legendary 4 reward definitely decreased. Legendary 3, 2 gold relics. Legendary 2 is awesome. You get 3 comeback essence, which is a really great relic. But yeah, going back, Legendary 4, wow, I am so sad. I'm so disappointed. Legendary 4, honestly, the only good thing about this is you get a level 7 rune, which then you can try to convert into a level 8. But also keep in mind that when you do the 1-1-1 rune crafting method, it may stay the same or it may level down. So this level 7 rune might be a level 6 rune or it might be a level 7 rune if you try to change it. So I want to mention that because I want to talk about the gold 1, which in my personal opinion is way better than Legendary 4. So if you're in the cusps of Legendary 4 and Gold 1, I would recommend you go to Gold 1. I'm going to stay in Gold 1 myself because you get 2 silver relics. No, you get 3 silver relics, one of which is the Drainer Staff, which I think is a really great staff. After hitting, if target stamina is below 50%, removes 12 points of stamina from targets. If you level this up a bit, you can make it so you deny the monster by draining all their stamina thanks to this staff. So definitely go for this. And you might be thinking, the Major Earth Shackling Shield is terrible. First of all, not really. When the turn starts, if any ally is stunned, it gains 2,260 points of armor. I think this is really good for a lot of players because there's so many situations in PvP where you go against opponents that are faster than you, that are level 130, have high level speed runes, and then they go first and they're going to immobilize you. They're going to possess you, they're going to freeze you, they're going to stun you. So if you're facing a monster with an AoE stun that's faster than you, well, you can kind of take the AoE deny and apply a shield to all of your teammates because all of them are going to be stunned. So this could actually work in your favor. But if you're one of those players that doesn't need to worry about that, well then you just have fusion material. Free silver fusion material. Isn't that awesome? You can just feed them away. Heck, you can feed them away into your Drainer Staff. I would just recommend that you wait for the next time Social Point does an event where you get more experience. Last time they did 20% more experience for fusing your relics. So for now, just hold on to them. And then whenever you have a chance, fuse them into your better relics. And then you get a level 5 rune. But once again, using the 1-1-1 rune crafting method, you have a 25% chance that it actually upgrades up to level 6 rune. And then there's also the possibility it stays at a 5 or it downgrades to a 4. So let's just assume you get lucky and you upgrade to level 6. Let's say you had that level 7 rune and you got unlucky and you downgraded to level 6. Well, as you can see, the gold 1 it's way better. So yeah, once again, if you're in the middle of Legendary 4 and Gold 1, my personal opinion is to go for Gold 1. Forget about that level 7 stamina rune and that 10 Elementium. I really don't think that's worth it when you can just get 3 silver relics. And actually, if you're in Gold 2, you can also pick up Pestilence Trap, which at the start of a turn decreases all enemies' max life by 1400 points for 2 turns. And once again, this depends on their level, on the level of the relic. So not bad at all. So it's really funny. Gold 1 and Gold 2 I think are better than Legendary 4, even Legendary 3. Legendary 2 I think is the best with the exception of course, Legendary Leader. So yeah, the really interesting rewards. I don't like the fact that they decrease Legendary 4 significantly. At the same time though, I guess I don't need to try that much in PvP. I guess now I have the option of just taking a break and not doing any PvP and staying in Gold 1 and walking away with the rewards I want. That's going to be good for me. But yeah, my recommendation, Gold 1 is where you want to be. If not, Legendary 2, which I imagine most of you probably can't get there. With that being said, let's just end the day with doing some player versus player. And let's use one of my favoriteest monsters, Faraday, aka Kazoo. And let's use, it doesn't really matter who I use, so let's use the Undertaker because he's tanky. And let's use my Sammy. This is my go-to team. I love using this team. And if ever I don't use Faraday, I use someone like Barakgor because Barakgor is a killer. And I always tend to target enemies that have General Thetis because it's always General Thetis going first, doing some sort of deny or whatever, doing her stamina devours, and then my Sammy can give Kazoo an extra turn. Kazoo can apply that sunburn, and it's a lot of fun. But actually in this case I don't need to do that, so I'll do Samurai Warrior on myself. I'll stun everyone, Undertaker will do his AoE Nightmares, and then Kazoo will do his AoE Sunburn, and everyone, no, actually I'll do Quicksand. Everyone would be as good as dead. This was an easy battle because Sammy went first, and I got my ultimate, and thanks to that increased accuracy, I should land the stun on everyone. Yeah, bleeding stun, perfect. All three of them go, they get hit with bleeding. Very easy battle. This one was an easy battle. I was expecting Frostbite to be faster. Maybe I should check the runes. I'm wondering, normally anytime you fight a Voltic, you could always expect him to have the rainbow build, except instead of a life build, instead of a life rune, it's always a stamina rune. So strength, speed, and stamina, and that really is how you should run your Voltic. And if you are putting Voltic on defense, your third monster should have 3 team speed, and that wasn't the case. He had 3 speed, and Frostbite also had 3 speed. So because he's running 2 deny monsters, that made it easier for my deny monster to be faster, because I have team speed on my attacker and on my Undertaker. So anyhow, choke slam, and then Kazoo will do AoE quicksand, and everyone is dead. Gravel strap. Easy 3 coin, not 3 coin, I'm not in wars. Easy victory. So then I just spin the wheel and move on over to the next battle. Congratulations, you've been promoted to a new league. Gold 1, thank you. Reach 4,000 trophies to be promoted into the next league. Legendary 4, no thank you. Alright, let's see, who do I want to face? Let's refresh. And where is that General Thetis? Where is that General Thetis Voltic combo? Voltic. Oh, no General Thetis. Let's try taking on John. Alright, John, let's see what you have. Some people, when they run a Voltic, they'll do 6 team speed on defense. So for example, Lamu has team speed, and Spherenus, he has speed, so he's going to be denying. He's way faster, yeah. So denier, attacker, and a supportive monster with 3 team speed. This is always what you want to do. I call Lamu supportive. By that, I just mean the treachery monster should have 3 team speed. This is the typical defense you'll run into if they have Voltic on defense, and occasionally they'll do 6 team speed and Voltic with a single speed just to have him go first, and it does work on occasion. So let's see who actually goes first here. Spherenus goes. Let's see, he might do AoE freeze and immobilize my Kazoo and my Sammy, which will suck for me because I'm going to have to take a hit. But thankfully my traits were able to block me. And when I don't get denied, what I love to do is to do Pestilence with Sammy just to reduce the damage output on Voltic, because keep in mind he always probably has a high level strength rune, a level 9 strength rune, and he's 130, whereas my monsters are not 130. My Sammy's 115, Undertaker's 115, and my Kazoo's 100. So I have to be careful because if he gets his ultimate, he can wipe me out. So by activating Pestilence, assuming the DOT lands on Voltic, that reduces his damage output. So bleeding landed, poison didn't land, he has minus 19%. That's good for me. Watch him do 50k volts on my Sammy. It still dealt 23k damage, so that's close to me dying. After that, I like to do the Comforting Bask just because it applies Sunburn, and if Sunburn lands on Voltic, it reduces his accuracy by 14%. I don't care about the DOT damage. I don't care about that minus 15%, minus 10%, whatever it is. I care about the minus accuracy because then that increases the likelihood of him missing. Look at that. He missed Sammy, he missed Undertaker. After that, I'll do Gravel Strap to land that Quicksand. And then he normally dies with DOT. In this case, he has the Healing Mask, so he's not going to die, which is great because that allows me to abuse his teammates. Spherenus looked like he's going to die with DOT, so I don't need to worry about him. So now I'm going to target Lao Mu. So let's see what he does, 20k, and Sammy is close to dying. I'm just going to hope that Voltic doesn't get his ultimate, in which case I can start killing Lao Mu. So I can do Stamina Expel. One of the other great things about going with Sammy and doing his attack is that he makes the enemy weak to special attacks. Look at this, Stamina Expel kills Spherenus, kills Lao Mu, Clay Belt that also kills him. So I'll just do Stamina on Lao Mu, and then if Voltic doesn't get his ultimate, I'll kill him next turn, and there we go. Not a 3 coin, what? I'm so used to saying 3 coin victory. Oh, his healing didn't work after, oh, it's only when he's hit. Well, I guess it doesn't matter then. I can just do Stamina Expel on Spherenus, and then the Quicksand will kill Voltic, and there we go. 130 Voltic, you are not a problem for a level 100 Faraday. Congratulations, you've been promoted to a new league. No, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. Alright, let's see who I can lose to. Let's refresh. Look at all these opponents. Those were some tough bases. All of these are tough bases. Let's refresh one more time. Let's see what we can find. And some more tough bases. Didn't I tell you guys that Faraday would be a go-to defense monster? Because now you can't bring your Zyla. You can't bring your easy to win with monsters anymore. Alright, let's see. We have a Hackster, Undertaker. Who else do we have? Q-Fam. We have... Let's just battle you for fun. Let's see what you have. We have a random magic monster. Don't know who you are. We have a Cryotin and we have a Nox. And I'm going to be going first. Nox has always honestly scared me on defense. Because if you possess Nox, he has a skill that kills one of your allies. So essentially Nox would kill one of my own allies. And then he would buff himself. And then if he was to do an attack, he could probably kill 2 monsters. So possessing Nox is bad. If you let Nox stay alive, he has a skill called Total Obliteration, which could potentially kill 1, 2, maybe all 3 of your monsters. If he does that skill that kills one of his allies and then does Total Obliteration, he's probably going to kill all 3 of your monsters. So I've always considered Nox to be quite a deadly monster on defense. Some people don't think of that, but I don't know. I always feel like he's a great defense monster. In this case, however, he doesn't really scare me. I'll just do Samurai Warrior, and then I will do Basque. And I think with the damage output I do, combined with Sunburn Landing, that should kill Nox. Let me see. I don't think I'm mistaken, right? Yeah, that should be enough. So I'm assuming that Sunburn is going to land, and it did land. And even if he was to, like, especially if he was to kill one of his allies and get an extra turn, he would definitely die at that point. Even now, I think he might die. Let's see, 23,000. 10, is it 10%? Oh, I thought it was Deadly Rip. Oh, he wasn't even that strong. Oh, because he was running speedruns. Your Heart Linked to Mind. Oh, that's a Lamuna or whatever. So, alright, they decreased Sunburn from 15% to 10%. Yeah, so he doesn't have that much strength rune, so he actually wasn't that worrisome. I'll just do Chokeslam. Crowdson would die with DOT. Just kidding, because it didn't land. So just Sunburn, and that's his 2-turn freeze, and landed on everyone, even on my Bullrock monster, even on my... What does Faraday have? Like a 30% accuracy? 30% chance to not get hit with anything? But that doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter. Sammy gets to go twice because he's so fast, but he's frozen for 2 turns. Undertaker's frozen. Goes back to Crowdson. I'm assuming he's running Shock T to get more stamina. Oh, what is that? A 0 cooldown skill? A low stamina, no cooldown? Whoa. I didn't even know he had that skill. That's interesting. Anyhow, I can do Pain, and it is game over. And there we go. No, oh, yeah, it landed. Okay, with that being said, that is going to conclude this video. Once again, I really love this game. It's so frustrating though, and I'm so tired of how many events are going on, how many new monsters get released. Like, okay, I want to end the video now, but doesn't it suck that new amazing monsters get released? I'm talking about, like, honestly, Social Point is pretty nice that they give you so many cells during like crazy Monster Wood events. Take a look at my vaults. The newest monster that just came out, LK9, take a look at LK9. I got 81 cells. I got 81 cells from just watching Monster Wood videos. That is enough to be able to use Elementium and craft them, and I'm getting the remaining cells for my teammates, so I didn't even really try during the events, but I already got a free LK9 because of all of the videos Social Point let us watch. That's amazing. But now the problem is, with all the events coming up, the breeding events, the race, everything going on, I will probably never get a chance to hatch this monster because I want my hatchery to be open for the breeding events, and then at the same time, I gotta allocate runes to him. If he has rune slots unlocked, I gotta use gems. And so there's all these factors that make it difficult for me to actually use LK9 because of everything going on in Monster Legends. It really, really sucks. But anyhow, at the end of the day, I am still grateful that I was able to get that many cells. I'm grateful for the VIP breeding events. I'm grateful, but I'm tired. We'll leave it at that. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about Monster Legends? How do you feel about all of the events? What are you most excited about? How did you do in the VIP breeding events? Whatever you want to share, whether it be happy thoughts or frustration, let me know in the comments below. I'm Armor Gaming. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.